Emotional cripples, so
Yay!
it'll take a while. First of all, I'd like to draw your attention to the candle in the corner of the room, which is symbolic of people who would like to be here but can't be here. So that's got the difficult bit out of the way for me. So a toast to them. Right. Welcome to this beautiful venue. I'd like to say the only thing I've actually been responsible for is the weather today. I did actually order this 28 years and 14 days ago, and I'm so glad that Van Dijk have remembered to deliver. So that's a big plus. Thank you. Right, it's a pleasure to be able to stand here and talk to you. As a man who's been married for 29 years and with 3 daughters, it's a novelty to hear my own voice. I may not get through this without being interrupted. Right, first a few thank yous. To the beautiful bridesmaids, Kelly, Molly, Beth and Autumn, I'd like to thank you for gracing us with your beauty. And to the groomsmen, I'd like to thank you for coming. I'd also like to give a special thanks to my darling wife, who has made my life miserable for the last few weeks, but I think it's been worth it. And also to Dave and Marilyn, who have been wonderful by remote control from Norfolk. Thank you very much for all your help. Now about this little girl. As you all know, Kirsty is my firstborn child and was a big surprise so quickly after our marriage. Both Leslie and I were planning for children many years before, and we've been practicing quite frequently. So we feel blessed. We feel blessed. Kirsty pushed the boundaries from the word go, and with early walking, talking, and soon discovering the world. She was very bright and seemed to know everything, as opposed to her teenage years when she actually did know everything. She always liked to be different. We were once called into nursery because we were having a presentation of nursery rhymes, and all the children had learned nice songs to present to the parents, and we sat through Bar Bar Black Sheep and various other things, and then Kirsty stood up at the front of the class and proceeded to give a good rendition of Bat Out of Hell with head movements.
That's my girl.
This was slightly strange, but the start of many proud moments. She was academically gifted, you wouldn't believe that, and very athletic through her school years, so we spent many happy times at speech days and at sports awards, and the accolades built up. And the high point for me was when Kirsty won a gold award for physics in her GCSE year, and she had to go to London to collect an award from the Astronomy Royal, which was a high point for me in academia. Anyway, more important matters. Her exploits in musical theatre have given me many more proud attacks. Most notably, the roles of Nancy in Oliver and Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz at the Sheffield Crucible Theatre, and also the fairy godmother in Cinderella at Sheffield City Hall, thanks to the director. In her working life, Kirsty has always excelled at all the jobs she has done, and she has a brilliant work ethic. This, I hope, will ensure she looks after me and my dotage when I'm doubly incontinent. Mind you, one thing I have to say, after the patio doors moment at Central Parks, I think I'll have to have revolving doors fitting in my nursing home. You'll have to ask her about that one. Right, I also realised that the same words mean different things as she grew up. When Kirsty was 5, I love you, Daddy, meant exactly that. And at 15, I love you, Daddy, meant, can I have a lift? And the same words at 20 meant, can I borrow some money? That one still applies.
I'm going to say, that never goes away.
It hasn't all been plain sailing, I know that, and I haven't dealt very well with her transition into being a woman. Mainly because, as all dads will understand, she will always be my little girl. As James and John will testify, I'm not a very easy future father-in-law. Boyfriends are a very difficult area for me. But underpinning all the ups and downs of our lives together is my deep and unconditional love for Kirsty, which I declare again publicly. So, that's me. Right, now on to James. When Kirsty first met James, I did have my doubts. So I got my good friend Adrian, who's a police officer, to carry out some background checks. What he did say is that James was impeccably well behaved, no matter how many nights he'd spent in the cells. So that was a bonus. But I would like to say to James, you're a kind and thoughtful person, right? And you love my daughter, and you make her really happy. And that's all that matters to me. So, when your daughter's small, you want her to marry her Prince Charming and live in a palace with people waiting on her hand and foot and living happily ever after. She may not have a prince, but she has her own Prince Charming and certainly has James running about after her. Anyway, Sarah Ferguson married a prince, and we all know how that ended up. So, Kirsty told me that I couldn't sing today, so I never take any notice of her, so I've got a little message for James. And they've not fallen yet, but my tears are falling, 'cause you've taken her away. And though it really hurts me so, there's something I want to say. You can join in now. Take good care of my baby. Never ever make her blue. Just wrap your arms around her. Make rainbows all around her. Make sure you love her through and through. That's that one anyway. I forgot the words, but never mind. Now I'd like, please. Girls, hit it. I got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I got the month of May. Well, I guess you say what can make me feel this way. It's my girl. Talking about my girl, my girl. That's it. Come on, ladies, class, please. Kirsty and James.
Kirsty and James.
I'd like to hand over now to James.
I'm really glad I've got followed that. Well, basically, it's just thank yous from me. Firstly, I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. It's been a really nice day so far. I think it's going to carry on being a really nice day, but thank you to everybody for coming. You've made the day really wonderful for me and Kirsty, and I think we can both say that it's been fantastic so far. Special mention from me goes to my Auntie Mary, and Uncle Richie, and Tim and Helen, and Ben and Evie, who I've not seen for a very long time, so it's lovely to see you today. Thanks ever so much for coming. I want to give a special thanks to my mum and dad, who without this obviously wouldn't be possible because I wouldn't be here. But obviously, without you two, there's no way we could have got this on. So thanks ever so much, and I'd also like to give a special thank you to Paul for taking me into your family. It's very good of you. I hope you think you've gained a son rather than lost a daughter. But yeah, you could have made it a little bit easier, but I never know. Fair enough. So that's for you, Paul.
Yeah.
This is yours, Paul.
Oh,
Too relieved that his speech is finished. It's like that, like a jelly. I'd also like to give special thanks to Leslie, who's made all this possible. She's done so much work for us on this wedding. She's really worked us. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Leslie.
The man up, I'm sorry.
I'm not going to sing. I know you want me in the manner, but it's not going to happen, alright? You're just going to have to keep campaigning. Last thing I want to thank for all of this is Barbara and Charlie. They've been there for us the whole time, taking care of Harry, and done so much for us. So, massive thank you to you two.
No. Open yours now.
You might like yours, but yeah.
Bit quick.
You'll have to know that we've got this, so you've got your own.